¿Cómo está? ¿Qué es algo que te gusta hacer? Me gusta jugar baloncesto y fútbol americano. That was tough to understand, wasn't it? It's tough to understand a different language, even if you've taken classes for it. It causes you to focus a lot more on just the little things. But there are also many other differences in communication. www.colorado.edu, created and updated in 1998, states that almost all problems begin with communication, whether it's a lack thereof or just a misunderstanding. Communication is key to a healthy life, but can be difficult when different cultures coexist. Here are some things to remember when you come across complications in communication. Today I'll show you different accents, and then I will give you examples of popular sayings, and then I will give you alternate meanings to gestures popularly used in the United States. First, I'd like to start by telling you how to handle accents that you come across. According to the website telephonedoctor.com, last updated in January of 2012, you need to remember the 4 don'ts. Don't pretend to understand. It just causes a problem between you and the listener or you and the speaker, because you're sitting there going, yeah, just to keep the conversation going. Number 2, don't rush. It threatens your speaker and it makes them feel uncomfortable. 3, don't shout. Just because you don't understand doesn't mean they can't hear you. 4, don't be rude. Don't use a snotty tone. It makes them feel threatened again, and it makes them not want to communicate with you. Now, let's move on to misunderstandings in popular sayings. www.insiderreport.com, updated in January of 2012, states that you absolutely must avoid using slang when working with somebody of a different accent. Popular sayings like "what's up" or "what's crackin'," "how's it hanging," or "just chillin'," "hanging out," are all types of sayings that you should avoid just in greetings. There are other types of sayings too, like oxymorons, that are oddly enough not used, or used very much. Things like ill health, awfully good, and transparent cover-up are just 3 different examples of oxymorons. And you may be asking yourself, why don't they understand these things? Well, it's very simple. They often take these things literally. They have their own types of sayings in their own country, and they just aren't used to ours. And finally, I will now give you different gestures that are often used in inappropriate ways around the world. According to the website languagetrainer.co.uk, last updated in September of 2007, says that there are many different gestures used in the United States that are unacceptable in other parts of the world. For instance, the OK sign. This sign, if you used in Europe, doesn't mean okay, it means 0, as in, how's my tie look? It looks like a 0 out of 10. Or if you use it in South America, it may mean something like, oh, you're a butthole. Another example is the thumbs up. Thumbs up in the United States means good job, but in Australia it also means the same thing as the middle finger in America. The peace sign also means the same thing as the middle finger. And in the Philippines is a weird one. If you beckon someone with your index finger, that is punishable by arrest. Should be only used between a person and a dog, they believe. And there are also other types of reasons, like in business. In Japan, they don't shake hands like in America, a nice firm handshake. They bow. And the higher up of power or wealth that you have, the deeper the bow. Now, I have showed you how to handle accents, and what sayings to avoid, and given you gestures that might be inappropriate. Communication is important in life, and it's important to remember these things when dealing with communications. Muchas gracias.